The curtain is up, but the play is no longer under Lexi's control. Episode 8. All my life, my heart has yearned for a thing I cannot name. We open exactly where we left off, with Cassie standing behind the glass, a powder keg ready to ignite. When she finally storms the stage, the fourth wall doesn't just break, it is pulverized. This isn't theater anymore, it is a public execution of a friendship. Cassie is screaming, Maddy is rising from her seat, and the audience is witnessing a raw, ugly, human collapse. It is the moment the glitter of East Highland is finally wiped away, leaving only the bruised, desperate reality of these girls behind. While the high school is erupting in chaos, a very different kind of drama is unfolding in the quiet of a living room. Fezco, Ashtray, Faye. The tension that has been building all season finally snaps. This isn't a play. There is no music, only the sound of heavy breathing and the ticking of a clock. When the raid finally happens, it is a masterclass in visceral, heart-wrenching filmmaking. We see Fez trying to protect his brother, trying to take the fall, but Ashtray has already made his choice. The violence is sudden, it is loud, and it is devastating. Seeing Fez on the floor, reaching out for the boy he raised as a brother, is the emotional low point of the series. The flowers for Lexi are crushed in the crossfire, a symbol of the life he almost had, slipping through his fingers. Back at the school, the fight has moved to the bathroom. It is the confrontation we have been waiting for since New Year's Eve. Maddy and Cassie. But it isn't the explosive cinematic brawl we expected. It is tired, it is sad. Maddy isn't even angry anymore, she is just finished. She tells Cassie that this feeling, this toxic, addictive obsession with Nate Jacobs, is only the beginning. She warns her that it never gets better, it only gets heavier. We see two girls who used to be sisters, now looking at each other like strangers across a wasteland of their own making. The throne is empty, and nobody wants to be queen anymore. Then, there is Nate. Nate Jacobs has spent his life running from the truth of his father, but tonight, he decides to end the game. He meets Cal in a warehouse, a dark industrial space that feels like the belly of the beast. He doesn't come with an apology, he comes with a USB drive. He hands his father over to the police, not because it's the right thing to do, but because it is the only way he can finally feel like he's won. It is a cold, clinical act of betrayal that mirrors the very coldness Cal taught him. The cycle isn't broken. It has just found a new, more efficient way to operate. In the middle of all this wreckage, we find Rue. She is sitting in the theater, watching the end of Lexi's play. She sees a version of her father. She sees a version of herself, and for the first time in a long time, she feels something other than the need to go numb. The conversation she has with Lexi after the show is the most hopeful moment of the season. They talk about grief, about art, and about the simple, difficult task of staying alive. Rue isn't fixed, she isn't cured, but she is present, she is breathing, and she is trying. She walks out of the school and into the night, leaving the chaos behind, finally ready to walk the long road home.
Season 2 ends on a note of quiet, reflective survival. It was a season of excess, of violence, and of deep spiritual pain. But in the end, it was about the stories we tell ourselves to get through the day. The final score? I am giving this finale a 9.4 out of 10. The Fezco sequence is one of the most tragic things ever aired on television. What did you think of Ashtray's choice? And do you believe Rue can stay clean for the long haul? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for riding through this journey with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we will wait together for the next chapter of The Glitter. Until next time, stay in the glitter.